Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback will sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And it's a big gain on this play. Give him about 19 yards and the first down, too.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Mahomes. This is Thornton over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Side. And they strike quickly here to begin this game. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And he's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock.
Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Next to throw on 2nd. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Kansas City. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit. And they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Fine again following the sack. Nix. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. They're down upcoming. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Dumps this one off to Harvey. And he needed just a little bit more. Didn't he? Got most of it. The stop is made in time for his 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. They're on it. That's intercepted. Picked up Alex Singleton. And the Broncos will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Take over. 1st down and goal to go at the 8-yard line.
Got enough that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Nix, quick out wide, complete. Then out of bounds after a small gain.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. R.J. Harvey on the board. That's his 1st of the season. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And that cuts the lead to 7.
14, Broncos 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Chiefs just infuses your offense with confidence.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. A give. This is Johnson. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And it's going to be first down, Chiefs. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Here's Mahomes now. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
If I was scoring a football game, like those guys score every single baseball game, I'd put a G by that completion. A G for guts. Because after you throw a pick, to come right back on the next drive and give your receiver a chance, that takes some serious, serious trust.
Second down, Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he's got cold at the spot. Oh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
He held on to that for one reason and one reason alone, because he's got some kind of powerful grip strength. That was incredible to take that shot and still possess the ball.
This is great. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. Good second down.
You know, you're not calling that play expecting a foot race to the end zone. You expect to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one right there, that's a victory for the offense.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. To the air, Mahomes. Rice pulls it in along the sideline. He's going to be out there after a pickup of about 17 yards. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Throwing is Mahomes. Has it, but not inbounds. Just not enough space left. Cost of a touchdown there. So here they go. They'll regroup for third and goal. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop. See the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Washington. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now a second down throw for Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. Well, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at first down here. Hitting Ingram on the slant. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. Now Nix. Oh, trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. Rashee Rice. Butker to try the point after.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. An extra point from Butker is up and good. And they now lead by 14 points.
21. Broncos 7. Harrison Butker and a kickoff.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Here's Harvey to kick this one off. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Rolling on second, Nix. Chased out to his right. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Broncos. Could be roughing the passer. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. They'll run here following the penalty. Have him gain about a handful there. Trent brings him to the ground.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Nix now to throw. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they had this down to the 11 before being marked down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Zone read here. This is Dobbins. Got the give on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
And in. Touchdown, Denver. J.K. Dobbins with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Extra point try now from Lutz. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. That cuts the lead to 7.
Broncos 14. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. He cuts it back right. He's off to the races. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one right down the middle. They bump their lead up to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Here's Nix. Looking over the middle, finds Ingram. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
I got a hunch, as busy as this tight end has been here in the first half, this defense, they're going to make some adjustments. And I think it started right there. A whole lot tighter coverage that time.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Nix to throw. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Big gain for Denver. 35 yards.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Nix to throw on 2nd. And he's going to go down here. They are on him back around the 28. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Chiefs are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And the stop is made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Looking to throw Mahomes. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Working quickly here.
Xavier Worthy. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. Second and 6 coming up here. Play action, Mahomes. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Nix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down. In a tough spot already. Sent out there trying to keep these guys out of field goal range. They're just on the edge of it, but so far so good on first down.
That's right, and you flip it around on the other side, Kate, when you get a ball like this from your defense in such prime position, you definitely want to capitalize.
Dumps this one off to Harvey. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Third down.
Last completion got him 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And give him the first down. Lines up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
First down, Broncos.
Nix looking to throw. And the catch won't survive the contact this time. Incomplete. That was a tough-ass partner making that play against double coverage. It's second down.
Second and 10.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Yeah, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that middling defender who knocked it away. That sets up third down.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Second down, Mahomes.
A good business decision there as he comes up at the end of it. Give him around 7. And give this offense now third down.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on third down.
Pistol now for Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side.
He's got about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. And it's going to be first down Chiefs.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
Throw is caught.
And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Hits his target in the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, number 10 of his NFL career.
Butker is good on the point after. And the lead now 21.
Chiefs 35, Broncos 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kansas City.
And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
At their own 35-yard
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
And motion him out of the backfield left.
Throwing here, Nix. And down he goes. The defense got to him right around the 26. And it's Chris Jones.
And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
Second half begins with a run by Harvey. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 5 brings up
Second
and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Working on second down. Nix.
And they pick him off again. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now a second down throw for Nix. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Turning to McLaughlin on third. And it's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up the first down for him. Well, he had to be patient. He had to wait to get his first run of this game, Brock, and he certainly made the most of it.
Might just be a game where you don't get as many looks, not as many touches, so you better maximize them when you do, and he just did.
Out of the gun, Coleman.
And he'll have it down at the 44-yard line.
Working quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 44-yard line.
Hand off to Coleman from the gun. And forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 6.
Nix making a read, going audible.
First down, and they go right back to it.
Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs.
26. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Going to the ground again on first. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. If you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
On the give, Coleman. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Third down.
To throw, here's Nix. Waddle makes the catch. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's a give up the middle to Coleman.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Offense up to the line fast.
On the tackle. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
He gets it again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Denver.
This is a game that not many of the players, when they head back to the locker room, are going to look back on fondly, but a little silver lining here. The rookie getting his first touchdown that he hopes is many in his career.
Lutz gets the extra point to go. And the lead reduced a bit. It's now 21.
Broncos 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker.
dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying with Walker. Room to work at the 35. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. An excellent game. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. Getting his first sack of the year here in week 1.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. He takes it at the 4. Good work there to get it out of the deep end on their side. It's up near the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Nix. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. 1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Nix. Oh no, he lost control of another one. But the Broncos will get it back. Woo, heads up play to recover that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Offense going audible this time. Coleman taking it straight ahead. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. Offensive line fast.
On the tackle. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Not going to read at the line. Dobbins has the Denver touchdown.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Denver.
Extra point try now from Lutz.
Troubles with the snap, but he still knocks it through. It's down to a 14-point game. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Eyes closed and my heart open, just to get this off my chest and left my heart broken. Seeing how I go visa move for the green, saying we on the same team, but what do that mean?
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. He's brought down, play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that earns Kansas City the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing is Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes now. On target to Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds near that marker, but pretty clearly behind it, Brock. So still a couple yards to go. It is 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Nick's now to throw. That one finds his man, Ingram. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
There's a handoff to Coleman. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Nix to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Broncos. Jalen Waddle with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. The first carry now. Brashawn Smith. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. 1st and 10, offense going 3 tight ends to the left. Now a carry, it's Smith. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They break the huddle, it's 2nd down now. Looking to throw Mahomes. This is Thornton over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. At the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin out the pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. They now lead by 14 points. Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 8.
Going with an alternate play here.
At the 43-yard line.
Nix to throw on second. And he's not able to keep a hold of it through that hit. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hip, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
Now Nix on third down. That's caught for the first. Get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs.
9 yards. First down, Broncos.
Nix. Taking a shot deep here. This is caught inside the 15. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone now. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Rolling on second, Nix. And it's off his hands and incomplete. So an opportunity unfulfilled on that second down. And leads it third down.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Third and goal, here's Nix. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Broncos, 14 points back. All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on their pick, but the offense still out there, and they're looking for 6. Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with 9.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, says you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Walker on first down. Still some room at the 20. Through the 40. Kenneth Walker! Down the sideline into the red zone. And he's got another one tonight. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kenneth Walker. He gets another here in the 4th. Butker to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the lead now 21.
56. Broncos 35.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. On the right side with Coleman. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to first. Up in the pace here as the clock continues to run.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Run now with Coleman. And they sent it straight ahead, but the punt stops him after a gain of 3.
He's across midfield.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They send a man in motion. Throwing here, Nix. Forced out to his right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And there it is. Touchdown, Denver. Jonah Coleman, the second score of his NFL debut. Extra point is up and good from Lutz. And it's down to a 14-point game.
56. Broncos 42. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too.
In this ground game, Kate, has seen such a steady dose of work, and what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Running with Walker again. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching.